not only his business acumen, his intelligence, his ability to relate to different people. It's also his astounding work ethic. I truly believe that Vivek Ramaswamy is one of those people that is just genetically gifted. His brain works in a way, and this is why he's been, so successful at such a young age, business-wise. It works faster than most human beings on Earth. He just hit the genetic lottery, so to speak. And his ability to articulate, his ability to understand the issues, his ability to, when you tell him something, just go ahead and read a book and completely understand what's going on. Close to none. I mean, really, he really is ahead of everybody else in this race. In any race I've ever seen, I do think Vivek Ramaswamy is one of the most brilliant people that we have ever seen in politics. I mean that. And yesterday, I did 4 campaign stops with him, got to see the way that he connects with people. He's running on about 3 to 4 hours of sleep. He doesn't even drink coffee. He just drinks tea all day, which is another phenomenon. And he just doesn't stop. He really does not stop. He is the Energizer Bunny. That is just a credit to his youth, but just also to him. And so I was honored to do that. And I wanted to show you guys some stills of us on the campaign trail. But I also wanted you to hear what he thinks, what his election predictions are. Coming in as somebody who is clearly very America first, there is obviously some sort of a media conspiracy to pretend that Vivek is not running. I want to be clear. Vivek has done more campaign stops in Iowa than every other candidate combined. He is on track to do more than 350 stops in Iowa. Impressive. Why? Because he's actually working for our vote. And that right there is a rarity. Right? You usually get these politicians who just assume that you should vote for them. I mean, you got DeSantis who's just like, I've got all the donor money. Nikki Haley, you don't really see her anywhere. She's got the protection of the mainstream media. And you've got Vivek Ramaswamy, who is just doing good old-fashioned hard work, speaking to people and explaining to them his vision for the country, his America First vision.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, I don't always agree with Candace Owens. But when I do, it's because she cooking. And she recently took some blowback from the internet streets because she expressed her support for Vivek Ramaswamy. I was also captivated by Vivek. Didn't support him, wouldn't vote for him, but thought he would be an amazing asset to a Trump administration. It's just my feelings on it. But the internet came for Candace. Called her a traitor, said she was a turncoat because she supported Vivek over Trump in the Iowa caucuses. Well, I agree with a lot of what Candace had to say about Vivek. He seems to be a special individual, maybe a savant even. Highly intellectual, highly intelligent. Wow, what administration wouldn't want to have somebody like Vivek on the team? But he retweeted something, and we don't know whether it's him or somebody on his staff who controls his account on X, but something got tweeted that was negative toward Donald Trump. And Donald Trump eviscerated Vivek. He nuked him from orbit in one simple post on Truth Social. Next thing we know, Vivek is dropping out of the race and throwing his support behind Donald Trump, which was smart. Just wish he would have done it before he stepped on Teflon Don's toes. But now we have a situation that is driving the liberals crazy. Not just the white liberals. I'm from the Bay Area in California, so we know how crazy and racist white liberals can be. We're no stranger to that. But no, these are liberals of all stripes, including dark-skinned black liberals, immigrant tethers in blonde wigs. Y'all look at this.
But, I feel like the important sort of data point, and Steve talks about it a lot. He's going to probably talk about it a little more tonight, is that these are white Christians. that this is a state that is overrepresented by white Christians that are going to participate in these caucuses, especially tonight. Earlier today, reached out to Robbie Jones, from the Public Religion Research Institute, knowing that we were going to talk about Iowa. And this is a hyper-evangelical white state. And he said the following to me: Iowa is about 61% white Christian. The country as a whole is approximately 41% white Christian. And in Iowa, we're talking about evangelical white Christians. And he said the following, because I asked him, what do they get out of supporting Donald Trump? Because he keeps losing, he keeps delivering losses and losses and losses. And he said the following: they see themselves as the rightful inheritors of this country, and Trump has promised to give it back to them. All the things that we think about electability, about, what are people gaming out, or none of that matters when you believe that God has given you this country, that it is yours, and that everyone who is not a white conservative Christian is a fraudulent American, is a less real American.
Oh yeah, they big mad now, y'all. They don't know what to do because retribution is coming. Yeah. The pendulum swings in 2024, and we're going to take our schools back. We're going to take our families back, and we're going to be responsible Americans. That's right, Americans. Some of y'all racists in my comments, I see you on this channel. We new here, but y'all done already started. I'm not going back to Africa. I ain't never been to Africa. I was born in Walnut Creek, California, one of the whitest cities in the state. And you want to send me back to Africa, a place I've never been? Nah, that's not how this works. We proud Americans over here, and we're going to vote our conscience. Yes, proud Americans, proud Christians, proud fathers, proud uncles, proud brothers, all of that. Proud grandfathers. Yeah, and we're going to vote to make America great again for our children and our children's children. And if you can't get with that, you about to get rolled over in 2024. And it's great to see that snowball that is growing, it's about to bowl you over, has grown with Vivek Ramaswamy joining the Trump campaign in New Hampshire. He gave a fiery speech. Vivek was cooking, y'all. A proud American.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Come on up, Vivek. Let's do this, guys. It's good to see you. It's good to be back to New Hampshire. We miss you guys. We're going to make this happen, and you guys know this well. You know this man. You know why we're here. Patriots across the state. We are in the middle of a war in this country. That's what this is. It's not a war between black and white. It's not between Democrat and Republican, even in a deeper sense. It's between the permanent state and the everyday citizen. Between those of us who love the United States of America and a fringe minority who hates this country and what we stand for. And right now we need a commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory in this war. That's what we need in this country. You got to know you're in a war to win one. You can't win one if you're asleep at the switch, have your head stuck in the sand like most Republicans. And I think that's going to require somebody who isn't bought and paid for, a businessman, not a politician. Anybody heard of that? And that's why I was in this race, but I'll tell you, the people of Iowa spoke loud and clear last night, and I'm a big believer that we, the people, create a government that is accountable to us, not the other way around. That we, the people, choose who leads this country. And so we heard we, the people, last night, and that is why last evening I met my friend here, we met in person, and I told him that I would endorse Donald J. Trump for President of the United States and do everything in my power to lead us to victory in this war. It is a 1776 moment right now. That's where we live right now. And you want to know what does it mean to be a Republican today? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. Ideals like freedom and merit and the pursuit of excellence. That you get ahead in this country not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions. End affirmative action. End DEI. We are done with the nonsense. Send it back home. It means you believe in the rule of law. And I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law, and that is why we need to use our military to secure our own southern border in this country. That's what it means to stand for the rule of law in the United States of America. It means the people we elect to run the government needs to be the ones who actually run the government, not the shadow government in the deep state that runs the show today. This man is going to get in there this time around and actually shut down that deep state. Not messing around this time anymore. That's how we win this war in this country. And the way we're actually going to do this in the long run and win this time around is with elections we need to secure in this country for the long run. You want to know what needs to happen in this country? Single day voting on election day as a national holiday with paper ballots, government-issued ID to match the voter file, and English as the sole language that appears on a ballot. And I'm confident this man will be the one to get us there. And this is how we get our country back. Not black or white. It's deeper than that. These are the ideals of the American Revolution. And you know what? We do have some enemies that we need to defeat on the other side, but we have challenges to address in our own party right here at home. So you know what? If you want somebody who's going to foist onto you to use your social media account, you want to use a driver's license to do it, to have the right to use the internet, this man's not your man. There's another candidate in this race who'll do that for you. It's Nikki Haley. You want to cut Social Security, you want to cut Medicare, you want to cut veterans benefits so we can fork over more money to Ukraine so some kleptocrat can buy a bigger house? Vote for Nikki Haley, not this man right here. But if you want to actually put an agenda that puts Americans first, to say that the moral obligation of your leaders is to the citizens of this country, not another one, there's not a better choice left in this race than this man right here. And that is why I am asking you to do the right thing as New Hampshire and to vote for Donald J. Trump as your next president, because we're not working with a lot of time here. If our kids are in high school before we get this right, we don't have a country left. That's what it means. We've been celebrating our diversity and our differences for so long that we forgot all of the ways that we are the same as Americans, bound by that common set of ideals that set this country into motion. We believe those ideals still exist. This man is going to be your next president to revive them. E pluribus unum, from many, one. And you know how we're doing it? We're doing it by speaking the truth at every step of the way. There are two genders in this country. Period. That is the truth. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity. Drill, frack, burn coal, embrace nuclear energy. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind. Capitalism lifts us up from poverty. There are 3 branches of government in the United States, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution is the strongest and greatest guarantor of freedom in human history. That is the truth. We fight for the truth. We stand up for the truth. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what reunited us after the Civil War. That is what won us 2 world wars and the Cold War. That is what still gives hope to the free world. And if we can revive that dream over group identity and victimhood and grievance, then nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus, not China, is going to defeat us. That is what American exceptionalism is all about. That is what we are going to revive to, yes, make America great again. Vote for this man right here in the New Hampshire primary. God bless you and your families, and may God bless our United States of America. Thank you, New Hampshire.
And that's the thing that we should embrace. That's the thing that we should cling to. Why? Because that's the common thread among us that will hold us together, that will put this nation back on track. I don't want a government getting in my way of worshiping God. Oh yeah, they shut down churches. Y'all forgot that? I don't want a government in the way of educating children. Oh yeah, they shut down schools. Y'all forgot that? Yeah, it seems like the liberals forget a lot. But I told y'all, this is an election year. Crazy things have happened just in a couple weeks. Crazier things are going to happen. Stay on your square. Keep your head on a swivel. It's about to be a bumpy ride in 2024. And I know there are a lot of people out there who disagree with my political position. That's okay. Maybe this ain't the channel for you. I know they call Candace Owens Clandis Owens. They've called me Oreo in the comments. But I need you to wake up and get your life together, get your family together so you can prosper and be in good health. That's the word, ain't it? But it was said to me when I was in law school many years ago. It seems like yesterday, when I was dreaming about all the people in Chicago that we could help, me and my brothers in the law library talking back and forth. And one of my brothers said to me, bro, everybody can't go. There's some people we just can't help. They're not going to be able to contribute to the movement because they haven't contributed to their own lives. Those are the kind of people I envision that come across this message and hate it. Come across my politics and hate it. Come across my message of Christianity and hate it. My message of family values and hate it. But you know what? My bro was right. Some people we can't take along. Some people ain't down for the cause. Some people we just gotta write off. Oh, you don't believe me? All right. Don't look away. Whatever you do right now, don't turn away. At the risk of demonetization, I want you to see this because there are people among us and we got to take some personal responsibility. We know they're among us. We know they are cousins, our homies. If we can't take responsibility for this, we ain't gonna make it. Look at this, y'all.
He gonna end up dead. 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 Yo, they gonna kill him. Where your head? Go to the brick light, bitch. No. Yes, we gonna have to sit there and watch it anyway. Go so I can call the police. Why is you going to help him?
Let that sink in, y'all. If we want to be better, we got to do better. Doesn't matter who's in the White House. If we don't take responsibility for us, it's going to be bad in the future. Understand, I support Donald Trump. I love that Vivek is on his team. Y'all, it's going to be great. But Donald Trump can't save you if you ain't willing to save yourself. Donald Trump can't save the community if the community is not willing to do the work. These are my thoughts on this day. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to know how you feel about this. Candace Owens, MSNBC, tripping with the blonde wig. Vivek is on the right side of things. And this last clip, everybody can't go. Some people we got to leave behind because they're just detrimental to society. Let me know what you think, y'all. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.